There is a moment happening right now that will never come again. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not in some future version of your life where you finally feel ready. This moment, the one you are breathing through right now, is the only window you have. And most people will let it close without ever knowing it was open. You have been told your entire life that transformation is gradual, that healing takes time, that change is slow and incremental, and requires years of patient effort before anything real shifts. And there is a version of that which is true. But here is what no one tells you. There are moments in the architecture of consciousness where everything can change at once, where the field around you becomes so charged, so magnetically aligned with your deepest intention, that a single choice, a single shift in awareness, rewrites the entire trajectory of your life. Tonight is one of those moments, and if you do not understand what is happening, you will miss it entirely. Let me explain what I mean by your quantum halo. This is not metaphor. This is not poetry dressed up as science. This is the literal energetic field that surrounds your body, extends outward from every cell, and communicates with the fabric of reality itself before your conscious mind even registers what is happening. Physicists call aspects of this the biofield. Ancient traditions called it the aura, the subtle body, the luminous egg. But the name does not matter. What matters is that this field is real. It is measurable. And it is the primary mechanism through which you interact with the quantum substrate of existence. Your quantum halo is not something you need to create. It already exists. It has existed since before you took your first breath. It is the electromagnetic signature that your heart generates, extending several feet beyond your physical body. It is the biophotonic light that your cells emit, communicating information at the speed of light to every living system around you. It is the coherent field that forms when your brain waves, your heart rhythm, and your nervous system fall into synchronized resonance. You are already radiating. The question is not whether you have a quantum halo. The question is whether it is activated, whether it is coherent, and whether it is functioning as the shield it was designed to be. Because here is the truth that most people miss entirely. Your quantum halo has a protective function that goes far beyond anything you have been taught about boundaries or self-defense or emotional armor. When this field is coherent, when it is activated and aligned, it becomes what can only be described as an untouchable shield, not a wall, not a barrier, not something rigid that blocks life out. Something far more intelligent than that. A living, responsive, quantum-level field of coherence that makes you literally untouchable to frequencies that do not match your own. Think about what that means. Every person who has ever drained your energy, every situation that left you feeling depleted, every environment that seemed to pull you down into heaviness and confusion and doubt. None of that could touch you if your quantum halo was fully activated. Not because you were hiding, not because you were avoiding, but because coherent fields naturally repel incoherent interference. This is not wishful thinking. This is physics. Let that land for a moment. The reason you have felt so vulnerable, so exposed, so at the mercy of other people's energy and the chaos of the world around you, is not because you are weak. It is not because you are too sensitive. It is not because there is something wrong with you. It is because your quantum halo has been operating in a fragmented state, incoherent, scattered, like a radio broadcasting on 100 frequencies at once instead of one clear, powerful signal. And when your field is fragmented like that, everything gets in. Every fear, every projection, every low-frequency thought form and emotional residue from every person you encounter. You walk through life like an open wound, absorbing everything, and you wonder why you are exhausted. But tonight, something shifts, and I need you to understand why tonight specifically matters, because this is not arbitrary. This is not some manufactured urgency designed to manipulate your attention. This is about the convergence of awareness and readiness that brought you to this exact moment. The fact that you are here, listening to these words, is not coincidence. Something in your field recognized the frequency of this transmission before your mind could even process what it was. Something deeper than thought drew you here. And that something is the intelligence of your quantum halo itself, reaching toward its own activation. Here is what changes everything. The quantum halo does not activate through effort. It does not activate through trying harder, meditating longer, reading more books, or accumulating more spiritual knowledge. It activates through a single, precise shift in the state of your consciousness. One moment of total coherence. One breath where every part of you aligns with one unified signal. And in that moment, the field snaps into place like a crystal forming from a super-saturated solution. Instantly, completely, irreversibly. This is what the physicists studying phase transitions would recognize. In physics, a phase transition is when a system shifts from one state to another, not gradually, but all at once. Water does not slowly become ice. It reaches a critical threshold and then crystallizes. The shift is sudden and total. Your consciousness works the same way. You do not slowly become protected. You do not gradually build up your shield over months and years. You reach a critical threshold of coherence and the field activates. Tonight, you are closer to that threshold than you have ever been. But I need to be honest with you about something. This window does not stay open, not because some external force closes it, but because of the nature of consciousness itself. When you reach a moment of peak readiness, when your awareness is primed and your field is on the edge of activation, there is a narrow window where the shift can happen with almost no resistance. But if that window passes, if you let the moment slide by without stepping into it, the resistance rebuilds. The patterns reassert themselves. The fragmentation returns. And the next window might not come for a very long time. This is not about fear. This is about respect for the intelligence of timing. Think about how seeds work. A seed can sit dormant for years, waiting for exactly the right conditions of moisture and temperature and light. When those conditions converge, the seed must germinate. If it does not, the window closes and the seed returns to dormancy. Your quantum halo activation works the same way. The conditions are converging right now. Your awareness is the moisture. Your intention is the temperature. And this transmission is the light. Everything is aligned, but you must choose to germinate. If this is resonating with you, if you can feel something stirring in your field right now, take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss what comes next. So let me take you deeper into what this shield actually is and how it functions. Because understanding this will help you recognize what is already happening in your field as you listen. The human body generates an electromagnetic field that extends outward in a toroidal shape, like a donut of energy flowing out from the heart, curving around the body and flowing back in. This is not speculation. This has been measured by magnetocardiography and magnetoencephalography. The heart's electromagnetic field is approximately 5,000 times stronger than the brain's. It can be detected several feet away from the body using sensitive instruments. And here is what is remarkable. This field carries information. It is not just empty energy radiating outward. It is a carrier wave encoded with the emotional, mental, and intentional state of the person generating it. When you feel love, your heart's electromagnetic field broadcasts a coherent, organized signal. When you feel fear, it broadcasts a chaotic, fragmented one. Other living systems, other people, animals, even plants, respond to this broadcast. They literally receive and process the information your field is transmitting. This is why you can walk into a room and immediately sense the mood. This is why certain people feel draining and others feel nourishing. You are not imagining it. You are reading their field with your field. Two quantum halos in conversation. Now here is where it gets interesting. When your field is coherent, when it is broadcasting a clear, unified signal, it creates what physicists would describe as a standing wave pattern, a stable, self-reinforcing structure of energy that maintains its integrity against external perturbation. In simpler terms, a coherent field is hard to disrupt. An incoherent field is easy to disrupt. This is the difference between a laser and a light bulb. A light bulb scatters photons in every direction, diffuse and weak. A laser aligns photons into a single coherent beam that can cut through steel. Same energy. Radically different organization. Your quantum halo works the same way. Right now, for most people, their field operates like a light bulb. Energy going everywhere. No focus, no coherence, no power. Every external influence can scatter it further. Every negative comment, every stressful situation, every fearful thought disrupts the field even more, creating a feedback loop of increasing fragmentation. And the more fragmented the field becomes, the more vulnerable you feel. And the more vulnerable you feel, the more you react from fear, which fragments the field further. This is the loop that most of humanity is trapped in. Fragmentation, creating vulnerability, creating fear, creating more fragmentation. But when the quantum halo activates, when it shifts from light bulb to laser, everything reverses. The field becomes self-reinforcing. Coherence creates stability, creates confidence, creates deeper coherence. External influences that used to shatter your peace now pass through without leaving a mark. Not because you are numb, not because you have shut down your sensitivity, but because your field is so organized, so unified, so powerfully coherent, that incoherent frequencies simply cannot find a foothold. They slide off like water off glass. I want to ask you something. When was the first time you realized you were absorbing energy that was not yours? When did you first recognize that the heaviness you were carrying did not actually belong to you? Tell me in the comments, because your awareness of that moment is proof that your field has been reaching toward this activation for longer than you know. This is what it means to be untouchable. Not hard, not closed, not defended, coherent. There is a profound difference. A defended person builds walls and hides behind them. An untouchable person stands completely open, completely present, completely available to life. And yet nothing that is not in resonance with their truth can penetrate their field. The wall protects through separation. The quantum halo protects through coherence. One isolates you from life. The other allows you to move through life with total freedom and total sovereignty. Pause and breathe into that for a moment. Feel what it would be like to move through your day tomorrow, with that kind of field active around you. To walk into any room, any conversation, any situation, and know, not hope, not wish, but know with absolute certainty that you are untouchable. That nothing outside of you has the power to fragment your coherence unless you choose to let it in. That the chaos of the world can swirl around you without ever touching the stillness at your center. This is not fantasy. This is the natural state of a coherent quantum halo, and it is your birthright. So why has it been deactivated? Why are you not already walking through life in this state of quantum sovereignty? This is perhaps the most important question, and the answer reveals something profound about the nature of consciousness in our current age. Your quantum halo was coherent when you were born. Every infant radiates a field of remarkable purity and coherence. This is why people are drawn to babies. This is why holding a newborn can shift your entire emotional state in seconds. You are not just responding to their cuteness. You are being entrained by their coherent field. Their quantum halo is active, unified, and broadcasting at a frequency that pulls everything around it into greater harmony. But then something happens. Slowly, systematically, the coherence gets disrupted, not through any single traumatic event, although trauma certainly accelerates the process, but through the accumulated weight of being told who you are by people who have forgotten who they are. Through absorbing the fears and limitations and fragmented beliefs of a society that has lost contact with its own coherence. Through learning to override your body's wisdom with your mind's anxiety. Through years and decades of being trained to look outside yourself for validation, safety, meaning, and truth. Each of these experiences creates what we might call a fracture line in your quantum halo. A place where the coherent field splits and begins to broadcast conflicting signals. One part of your field says you are safe. Another part says you are in danger. One frequency broadcasts confidence. Another broadcasts doubt. One layer of your halo reaches toward expansion. Another contracts in fear. And the result is the fragmented, incoherent field that most adults carry without even knowing it exists. Here is what no one tells you about these fracture lines. They are not damage. They are not evidence that something is wrong with you. They are information. Each fracture line is a place where your consciousness split because it encountered something it did not know how to integrate. A moment where the world presented something that contradicted your coherence, and you did not have the awareness to maintain your field through it. So the field fractured instead. Not as failure, as survival. Your quantum halo fragmented to protect you from experiences your consciousness was not yet equipped to process. But you are equipped now. That is why you are here. That is why this moment matters. You have accumulated enough awareness, enough understanding, enough lived experience of both suffering and awakening, that your consciousness is finally ready to do what it could not do before. Reintegrate the fractures. Restore the coherence. Activate the full quantum halo that has been waiting, dormant but never destroyed, for exactly this moment. Let me take you even deeper now, because there is a layer to this that most teachings never reach. And it is the layer that makes the difference between temporary activation and permanent transformation. The quantum halo does not just protect you from external frequencies, it also protects you from your own unconscious patterns. This is the part that changes everything. Most people think of protection as keeping the outside out, but the most important function of a coherent field is keeping your own fragmented frequencies from running your life. Think about it. How many times have you reacted to a situation not from your true self, but from a wound? How many times has fear made a decision for you? How many times has an old pattern, something you thought you had healed, suddenly risen up and hijacked your behavior before you could even recognize what was happening? These are not external attacks. These are internal fracture lines activating, broadcasting their fragmented frequency through your field, and creating reality from that incoherent signal. When your quantum halo is fully active, it creates a coherent container for your own consciousness. The fracture lines do not disappear. They are still there, holding the information of every experience that created them. But they are held within a field of such powerful coherence that they cannot dominate your broadcast. They become whispers in a symphony rather than screams in a silence. They inform your wisdom without controlling your behavior. They add depth to your understanding without fragmenting your signal. This is true healing, not the removal of wounds, but the creation of a field so coherent that wounds become wisdom. Not the elimination of fear, but the activation of a presence so stable that fear becomes information rather than identity. Not the destruction of old patterns, but the establishment of a quantum halo so powerful that old patterns dissolve naturally in the light of your coherence. What we have touched on here, moving from fragmentation to coherence, from unconscious broadcasting to conscious transmission, this is only the surface of a much deeper system. If you are ready to explore the complete framework, including the 9 master frequencies, the step-by-step practices for breaking free from survival static, and the journey from seeking to truly becoming the broadcast itself, everything is laid out in my book, Beyond the Frequencies, a quantum guide to consciousness mastery. It is linked in the pinned comment below. I want to hear from you on this. What is the one pattern that keeps resurfacing in your life? The one you thought you had healed, but keeps returning? Drop it in the comments, because naming it is the first act of coherence over that fracture line. And this is why tonight matters so much. Because what I am about to guide you through is not a technique. It is not a practice you will need to repeat every day for the rest of your life. It is a threshold crossing, a phase transition, a moment where your consciousness shifts from one state to another and does not shift back. Like water becoming ice, like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, like a star igniting for the first time. Once the quantum halo activates, once it achieves full coherence, it becomes self-sustaining. The coherence feeds itself. The shield maintains itself. You do not need to hold it in place through effort or concentration. It becomes as natural and automatic as your heartbeat. But you have to cross the threshold. And crossing the threshold requires something very specific. It requires you to stop for one moment, just one single moment, and choose coherence over fragmentation with every fiber of your being. Not think about coherence, not visualize coherence, not affirm coherence. Be coherent in your body, in your breath, in your heart, in the deepest core of your consciousness. One moment of total, unified, embodied coherence. That is all it takes. So let us prepare for that moment. Not rush toward it. Prepare. Because the preparation is just as important as the activation itself. First, I want you to become aware of your body right now. Not your idea of your body, not the image of your body, your actual, physical, present moment body, the weight of it, the warmth of it, the subtle hum of aliveness that runs through every cell. Feel your feet, whether they are on the floor or tucked beneath you. Feel your hands, wherever they are resting. Feel the gentle expansion and contraction of your rib cage as you breathe. Do not try to change anything. Just notice. Just become aware of the body that has been carrying you through this life, the body that generates the electromagnetic field we have been discussing, the body that is the antenna and the transmitter and the receiver of your quantum halo. Now I want you to notice something subtle. As you bring awareness to your body, something shifts. Can you feel it? There is a settling, a quieting. The mental noise drops by a fraction. The emotional turbulence calms by a degree. This is not imagination. This is the beginning of coherence. When awareness enters the body, the field begins to organize. This is physics. When the observer focuses attention on a system, the system responds. You are the observer. Your body is the system, and your attention is the most powerful organizing force in the universe. Stay with this. Do not rush. Feel the body becoming more present, more alive, more real under the gentle light of your awareness. This is your consciousness beginning to gather itself, beginning to pull its scattered fragments back toward center, beginning to move from light bulb toward laser. Now bring your awareness specifically to your heart, not the concept of your heart, the physical organ beating in your chest. Feel it. Or if you cannot feel it directly, feel the area of your chest where you know it resides. And as you place your awareness there, notice what happens to your breathing. It often deepens naturally, slows, becomes more rhythmic. This is your body responding to the coherence signal your attention is creating. The heart and the breath are intimately linked, and when awareness enters the heart space, the entire system begins to synchronize. This synchronization is the foundation of quantum halo activation. Research in the field of psychophysiology has demonstrated that when the heart rhythm becomes coherent, it pulls the brain waves, the nervous system, and even the hormonal system into alignment. This is called psychophysiological coherence, and it is the measurable scientific correlate of what we are calling quantum halo activation. When your systems are coherent, your field is coherent. When your field is coherent, you are untouchable. Now here is where I need you to go deeper than you may have ever gone before, because the next step is not about attention or awareness, or even the body. The next step is about truth. I want you to ask yourself a question, not with your mind, with your whole being. What is the one thing you have been refusing to feel? Do not answer quickly. Do not grab the first thought that arises. Let the question sink down through the layers of your consciousness like a stone dropping through water. Past the surface thoughts, past the habitual emotions, past the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you have been through. Down, down, down to the place where something has been waiting. Something you have been avoiding. Something your consciousness fractured around because it was too much, too real, too threatening to your sense of self. It might be grief. It might be rage. It might be a longing so deep it feels like it could swallow you whole. It might be a truth about your life that you have been refusing to acknowledge. It might be love. Sometimes the thing we are most afraid to feel is how much love is actually available to us, how much we are actually held by the intelligence of existence. how deeply we are actually wanted by life itself. Whatever it is, let it rise, not to overwhelm you, not to consume you, but to be met. Because this is the secret of quantum halo activation. The fracture lines in your field are not healed by avoiding what created them. They are healed by finally meeting what you could not meet before, by bringing coherent awareness to the very places where coherence was lost, by feeling what you could not feel then with the consciousness you have now. This is the moment, right here, right now. The thing you have been refusing to feel is the key to your quantum halo activation. Because the energy that has been locked in that avoidance, the enormous amount of life force it takes to keep something unfelt, that energy is exactly what your field needs to achieve full coherence. You have been spending your power keeping yourself fragmented. And the moment you stop, the moment you let the unfelt thing be felt, all of that energy floods back into your field and the halo ignites. So breathe and let it come. Whatever it is, let it rise through your body like a wave. Not a tsunami, a wave. Powerful but natural, moving through you the way waves have always moved through the ocean. You are not the wave. You are the ocean. The wave moves through you. It does not define you. It does not destroy you. It moves through you, and in its passing, it restores something that has been missing for a very long time. Feel this in your body. The actual physical sensation of something that has been held finally being released. It might feel like heat, like tingling, like pressure releasing, like tears that come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Let it happen. Do not manage it. Do not control it. Do not try to understand it with your mind. Your mind does not need to understand this. Your body knows exactly what to do. Your field knows exactly what to do. Trust the intelligence that has been waiting for this moment even longer than you have. And now, as the wave moves through, notice something extraordinary. The field around your body is changing. You may not be able to see it, but you can feel it. There is a quality of presence that was not there before, a density of awareness, a warmth, a hum. As if the air around your body has become charged with something alive and intelligent and fiercely protective. This is your quantum halo beginning to activate. This is the coherence building. This is the shield coming online. Stay with it. Do not chase it with your mind. Do not try to amplify it with effort. Just stay present. Just keep breathing. Just keep feeling. The activation does not need your help. It needs your permission. And you gave that permission when you chose to feel what you had been refusing to feel. That choice, that single act of courage, was the phase transition trigger. Everything else is happening on its own. Now I want to show you something about how this shield actually works in your daily life. Because understanding this will help you trust it when you need it most. Imagine you are walking through your day tomorrow with your quantum halo fully active. You enter a room where someone is angry. In the old pattern, the fragmented pattern, their anger would have immediately penetrated your field. You would have felt it in your body. Your heart rate would have increased. Your thoughts would have become reactive. You would have either absorbed their anger and felt terrible, or you would have armored up and pushed back with your own force. Either way, their frequency would have disrupted your coherence. But with your quantum halo active, something entirely different happens. You feel their anger. You are not numb to it. Your sensitivity is actually heightened, not diminished. But the anger encounters your coherent field, and it simply cannot find a way in. It is like a radio signal hitting a receiver that is tuned to a completely different frequency. The signal is there. You can detect it. But it does not play through your speakers. It does not become your experience. You remain in your own frequency, your own coherence, your own truth. And from that place of stability, you can respond to the angry person with a clarity and compassion that was never available to you when their frequency was disrupting your field. This is not coldness. This is not detachment. This is the most loving thing you can do for another person. Because when you maintain your coherence in the presence of their incoherence, your field actually begins to entrain theirs. Your quantum halo becomes a coherence generator for everyone around you, not by trying to fix them, not by sending them healing energy, simply by being so stable in your own frequency that the field of coherence naturally extends outward and invites everything around it into greater harmony. This is how one person changes a room. This is how one consciousness shifts a collective. Not through force, not through persuasion, through coherence, through the simple, profound act of maintaining an activated quantum halo in a world that has forgotten what coherence feels like. And here is something even more remarkable. When your quantum halo is fully active, it does not just protect you from dissonant frequencies, it actively attracts resonant ones. This is the law of field coherence. A coherent field draws toward it everything that matches its frequency and naturally repels everything that does not. This means that as your shield activates, your entire life begins to reorganize. The people who were draining you begin to fall away, not through conflict, but through a natural loss of resonance. The situations that were keeping you stuck begin to dissolve, not through effort, but through the simple fact that your field is no longer broadcasting the frequency that attracted them. And in their place, new people, new opportunities, new experiences begin to appear. Ones that match the coherent frequency you are now broadcasting. Ones that nourish rather than deplete. Ones that expand rather than contract. This is not manifestation in the way most people understand it. This is not about visualizing what you want and hoping the universe delivers. This is about becoming so coherent in your field that reality has no choice but to reorganize around your signal. You are not asking the universe for anything. You are broadcasting a frequency so clear, so powerful, so undeniably coherent that the quantum field responds the only way it can, by matching it. Let that sink in. Your quantum halo is not just a shield, it is a reality generator. It is the mechanism through which your consciousness interfaces with the quantum field and literally shapes the material world around you. When it is fragmented, it generates a fragmented reality. Confusion, struggle, repeating patterns, feeling stuck. When it is coherent, it generates a coherent reality. Flow, synchronicity, expansion. The feeling that life is working with you rather than against you. And this is why I said at the beginning that you will not get a second chance at this moment. Not because the opportunity disappears forever, but because every moment you spend broadcasting a fragmented signal is a moment where your reality is being shaped by that fragmentation. Every day that passes with an incoherent quantum halo is a day where your life moves further along a trajectory that does not match your deepest truth. And while you can always course correct, while there will always be future moments of potential activation, the reality you create in the meantime has consequences. Real consequences. In your relationships, in your health, in your sense of purpose and meaning and aliveness. The cost of waiting is not just time. The cost of waiting is the life you are living while you wait. So let us go deeper still. Let us move into the activation itself with full presence and full intention. Because everything we have discussed has been preparation. Important preparation. Essential preparation. But preparation nonetheless. The actual activation happens in the body, in the breath, in the field itself. And it happens now. I want you to close your eyes if it is safe to do so. And if you cannot close your eyes, soften your gaze until the visual world becomes a blur and your attention naturally turns inward. Feel your body again. Feel it more completely than before. Feel the crown of your head, the space behind your eyes, the jaw, which so often holds tension you do not even notice, the throat, the chest, the belly, the pelvis, the legs, the feet, all of it. One body, one field, one unified system of consciousness expressing itself through matter. Now feel the space around your body, not far away, just the immediate space, the air touching your skin, the warmth radiating from your body into the space around it, the subtle, almost imperceptible sense of presence that extends just beyond the boundary of your physical form. This is the innermost layer of your quantum halo, the layer closest to your body, the layer that has never fully deactivated because it is too intimately connected to your physical existence. Even in your most fragmented state, this layer has been there, quietly holding the blueprint of your full coherence, waiting. Breathe into this layer, not forcefully, gently. As if you are breathing not just with your lungs, but with your skin. As if every pore of your body is inhaling and exhaling simultaneously. Feel this layer of your field begin to brighten, begin to strengthen, begin to pulse with a rhythm that matches your heartbeat. Now extend your awareness further, beyond the first layer, into the space a foot or two from your body. This is the second layer of your quantum halo. This is where most of the fracture lines exist. This is the layer that has been most disrupted by the accumulated experiences of your life. And as you bring your awareness here, you may feel something. Irregularities. Places where the field feels thin or absent. Places where it feels dense or congested. Places where emotions seem to be stored, hovering in the space around your body like clouds. Do not try to fix these irregularities. Do not try to smooth them out or push them away. Simply witness them. Simply bring the same quality of coherent awareness that you brought to the unfelt feeling earlier. Because your awareness is the healing agent. Your attention is the coherence generator. Wherever you place your awareness with presence and acceptance, coherence naturally restores itself. This is the observer effect applied to your own field. You are the quantum observer. Your halo is the quantum system. And your observation is collapsing the wave function of fragmentation into the particle of coherence. Breathe. Stay present. Feel the field reorganizing under the light of your attention. Feel the fracture lines beginning to soften, not disappearing, integrating. The information they hold is being woven back into the coherent whole. The energy that was locked in maintaining the fractures is being released back into the field. And with each breath, the halo grows stronger, more unified, more alive. Now extend further still. 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet from your body. This is the outer layer of your quantum halo, the layer that interfaces directly with the world, the layer that other people feel when they enter your presence, the layer that communicates with the quantum field itself, sending and receiving information at speeds that make light look slow. This layer has been almost completely dormant for most people, collapsed close to the body, retracted, withdrawn, like a flower that closed its petals against a storm and forgot how to open. But feel it now. Feel it beginning to extend. Not because you are pushing it outward, but because the coherence building in the inner layers is naturally expanding. Like a fire that has been fed good fuel, the field is growing on its own, reaching outward, filling the space around you with a quality of presence that is unmistakably yours. Your frequency, your signature, your unique expression of consciousness radiating outward into the field of all possibility. This is your quantum halo activating. This is the shield coming online. And I want you to notice something crucial about how it feels. It does not feel like armor. It does not feel hard or rigid or defensive. It feels like home. It feels like the most natural thing in the world. It feels like remembering something you forgot so long ago that you did not even know it was missing. Because this is not something new you are creating. This is something original you are restoring. This is who you were before the world taught you to fragment. This is who you have always been, beneath the layers of protection and adaptation and survival. Stay here. Breathe here. Let the activation deepen on its own. Your body knows what to do. Your field knows what to do. Your consciousness knows what to do. You do not need to direct this process. You just need to stay present and let it happen. The intelligence that orchestrates the growth of galaxies and the blooming of flowers is the same intelligence that is activating your quantum halo right now. Trust it. It has been waiting for this moment even longer than you have. Now I want to anchor this activation so that it sustains itself beyond this moment. Because the activation is real, but without anchoring, the old patterns of fragmentation can reassert themselves. Not because the activation failed, but because the habit of incoherence is strong and the world you move through is constantly broadcasting fragmented frequencies that can pull you back into the old pattern if you are not anchored. The anchor is simple. It is a felt sense, a body memory, a single, unmistakable sensation that you can return to at any moment to reactivate the full coherence of your quantum halo. And that sensation is the one you are feeling right now. This warmth, this presence, this alive, humming, radiant quality of being that fills your body and extends into the space around you. This is your anchor. Memorize it not with your mind, but with your cells. Let every cell in your body record this frequency. Let your nervous system imprint this state. Let your heart encode this coherence into its electromagnetic broadcast so that it becomes the default signal rather than the exception. From this moment forward, whenever you feel the old fragmentation beginning to return, whenever the world starts to pull you out of coherence, all you need to do is pause, breathe, and remember this feeling. Not think about it. Feel it. Drop back into the body. Drop back into the heart. Drop back into this exact quality of presence. And the quantum halo will reactivate instantly. Because it is not something you are building from scratch each time. It is something that is now encoded in your field. You are just remembering it, reconnecting with it, choosing it again. And each time you choose it, it becomes stronger. Each time you return to coherence, the field becomes more stable. Each time you activate the shield, it becomes harder to deactivate. Until eventually, and this may happen sooner than you think, the coherence becomes permanent. The quantum halo becomes your natural state. The shield becomes so integrated into your being that you cannot even remember what it felt like to be without it. This is the phase transition completing itself. The water has become ice. The caterpillar has become the butterfly. The star has ignited, and there is no going back. Not because going back is forbidden, but because once you have experienced the coherence of a fully activated quantum halo, the fragmented state simply loses its appeal. You cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot unfeel what you now feel. The activation is irreversible because you are irreversibly changed by the experience of your own wholeness. Now let me tell you what happens next. Because the activation of your quantum halo is not the end of anything, it is the beginning of everything. With your shield active, you are going to notice changes in your life that seem almost miraculous. But they are not miracles. They are the natural consequences of broadcasting a coherent signal into a responsive field. People will respond to you differently, not because you are doing anything different on the surface, but because your field is communicating something entirely new. Opportunities will appear that seem to come from nowhere, but they were always there. Your fragmented field simply could not perceive them. Problems that seemed intractable will begin to resolve on their own. Not because the problems changed, but because your coherent field is now interacting with them from a completely different frequency, and solutions that were invisible to fragmentation become obvious to coherence. You will also notice something more subtle and perhaps more profound. You will begin to feel a sense of safety that does not depend on circumstances, a peace that does not require everything to be going well, a joy that arises not from getting what you want, but from the simple fact of being coherent, being whole, being aligned with the deepest truth of what you are. This is the real gift of the quantum halo. Not the external changes, although those are remarkable. The internal revolution. The discovery that you were never actually vulnerable. You were just fragmented. And now that you are whole, the vulnerability was an illusion that dissolves in the light of coherence like mist in morning sun. Consider sharing this transmission with someone you know who has been feeling drained, unprotected, or overwhelmed by the energy around them. When you share this, you are not just passing along a video. You are extending the coherence of your own activated field outward, creating a ripple that strengthens your quantum halo while awakening theirs. Every person whose field activates through your sharing amplifies the coherent signal you are both broadcasting into the collective. And that ripple comes back to you as synchronicity, as accelerated alignment, as a world that mirrors your wholeness more completely. There is one more thing I need to share with you, and it is perhaps the most important thing of all. Your quantum halo does not exist in isolation. It is part of a vast network of fields, a web of consciousness that connects every living being on this planet and beyond. When your halo activates, it does not just change your life. It sends a ripple of coherence through the entire network. Every field that your field touches is invited into greater coherence by the simple fact of your activation. You become a node of coherence in a world that desperately needs it. A lighthouse in a storm. A tuning fork that reminds other fields of the frequency they have forgotten. This is why your activation tonight matters beyond your personal life. This is why the universe conspired to bring you to this moment. Because the world needs coherent fields right now more than it has ever needed them. The collective quantum halo of humanity is in a state of extreme fragmentation, and the only way it heals is one individual activation at a time. Your coherence is not selfish. It is the most generous thing you can offer the world. Your shield is not separation. It is the foundation of genuine connection. Your quantum halo is not about protecting yourself from the world. It is about being so whole, so coherent, so powerfully aligned with truth that your very presence becomes a healing force for everything and everyone around you. You did not come here by accident tonight. You came here because something in the deepest core of your being knew it was time, knew that the window was open, knew that the conditions were right, knew that you were finally ready to stop living as a fragment and start living as a whole. And now that the activation has begun, now that the quantum halo is coming online, now that the shield is establishing itself in your field, you have a responsibility, not a burden, a joy. The responsibility to maintain this coherence, to choose it again and again, to return to it every time the world pulls you toward fragmentation, to be the lighthouse, to be the tuning fork, to be the living proof that coherence is possible in a fragmented world. Take one more deep breath. Feel the fullness of your activated field. Feel the shield humming around you, alive and intelligent, and fiercely devoted to your wholeness. Feel the truth of what you are, not what you have been told you are, not what your fears say you are, not what your wounds have convinced you that you are, but what you actually, fundamentally, irreducibly are. Consciousness, coherent, whole, untouchable, radiating. This is your quantum halo. It has always been yours, and now, finally, it is active. If something shifted in you tonight, if you felt even a fraction of what we explored together, leave one word in the comments. Just one word that captures what you felt. Not what you thought. What you felt. Let that word be your declaration, your anchor in language, your signal to the field that you have crossed the threshold. And if you are ready to go deeper, if you know that this is just the beginning of something extraordinary, subscribe to this channel and stay in this frequency, because what we are building here is not just content. It is a field, a coherent field of awakening consciousness. And every time you return, every time you listen, every time you choose coherence over fragmentation, that field grows stronger. For you, for everyone. You had one chance tonight, and you took it. Remember that. Not as pressure, as power. You were presented with a moment of activation, and you did not look away. You did not scroll past. You did not let the window close. You stayed. You breathed. You felt. You activated. And nothing will ever be quite the same. Your quantum halo is online. Your shield is active, and tomorrow, when you walk into the world, you will walk differently, not because you are trying to, because you are different, coherent, whole, untouchable, exactly as you were always meant to be. Now that your quantum halo is activated, there is a deeper layer waiting for you. Go watch Your Attention Creates Reality, not your effort. The blind observer paradox changes everything because it reveals exactly how your newly coherent field uses the power of focused attention to reshape the quantum field around you and turn this activation into lasting, visible change in your reality.